Hello, hello, hello. What's up, my beautiful people? We are here gathered today to talk about the energies. We give a few minutes for people to jump on in here.
Hello, hello, hello.
What's up, my beautiful people? Don't need to be hearing that shit. All right. What's up, Texas Bombshell? All right. So, how is all my beautiful people doing out there today? We have a big week going on. It's been a big week pretty much this whole year. So let's just, call a spade a spade. But hey, what's up, Sonia? All right. I am finally starting to feel better coming out of my, I think I had strep throat. It sucked, but I got a nebulizer and I used my nebulizer with, what's up, Jennifer? I use my nebulizer with food grade hydrogen peroxide and with glutathione, and just breathing that stuff in a couple times a day. It's beautiful, amazing. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. So a lot of very intense energies happening. A lot of positive but down. Evening, my brot. I fucking love you guys. Thank you guys for joining in the chat on here on Instagram and on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I just finished getting an amazing bodywork session from my dear friend Danny, and she opened up my back really good. So that is nice. There is so much ascension symptoms happening right now, right? The energy. Hey, what's up, Nicole? The energy is very purgative, very bingy and purgy, very intense, just all over the place. Okay, we are in the third of three Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions, and this Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is no joke, and it's happening right at the same degree where we have the Saturn-Pluto conjunction going on, right? So this is hitting that same spot again and again and again and again and again and again and just going and going and going. It's been so deep and so intense. Like, you're going to learn this lesson. Now, a lot of the lesson that we are learning is subconscious, right? We don't really fuck this energy. Hey, what's up, Awakened Warrior? Well, I have to agree and disagree, right? All right, Mama Jody, because fuck this energy. I get it, right? Like, yeah, okay, I'm done. Enough. Like, fuck this shit. However, the more you say fuck this energy, the more you resist it. And the more you resist it, the longer it lasts. All right? So we don't want it to last. So if you want to, get rid of this energy, you have to embrace it and allow it to just take over, right? I feel you. Okay. A lot of people are struggling right now. A lot of people are feeling, rough. A lot of people are even, I physically got sick a little bit, right? A lot of people are feeling, having all these emotions, just emotions. Like, you don't want to emote today, right? The emotions are just so deep and so intense. But that's when they're coming up, to be let go of, to be processed, to be purged out. And this is a massive time of purging, okay? What's up, Heather? Yeah, exhaustion is typical. I've been pretty exhausted myself too, okay? So these are all ascension symptoms, okay? When we're getting deep upgrades, all right? We're getting deep upgrades from the energies, and we have to surrender to the process, exactly, okay? The answer is always surrender, allow, receive. And with Mars still retrograde now, this week, Mars will be going direct. Whoop! Hell yeah! All right. So Mars going direct is going to make a lot of people feel a lot better. The divine masculine represents the right side of the body. Okay. I know for me, my whole right side of my body, my whole right side of my body has been aching, and it's been painful. But that's because all this energy is moving through it. I remember during the full moon on Halloween, man, like that's what's up, Robin? Thank you for joining in. The full moon on Halloween, that was conjunct Uranus, man. That Uranian energy, that Kundalini energy, it cracks you open. And when it cracks you open, sometimes that's when that's when that nerve pain hits. That's when all these things start to go wrong in the body. Because what up, Chris? What's up, buddy? So when, for me personally, the right side has been excruciatingly painful. That's divine masculine. The divine feminine is the left side. Okay. Now, so if your left side is hurting, that means that there's energy moving through and passing through and activating the divine feminine. Now, that can be happening for sure right now. But either way you look at it, okay, ascension symptoms like crazy. There's a lot of stasis in the energy for a while. Now, right now, okay, we have Mars that's basically stationed to go direct this week. Yeah. Woohoo! So excited about that. So Mars is the divine masculine, right? We've been going for the last 2 months, we've been going through this massive just purging process of squeegeeing out all the and seeing and identifying all the narcissistic and dark aspects of the divine masculine energy. So this is and we're seeing that everywhere in the world, right? This narcissistic shit just coming up all over the place, right? So this is where it's coming up, it's purging, it's getting, and it fucking hurts, but you have to just let it go. If you try to fight it, if you try to like make it go a certain way, it's gonna beat you down. So just surrender, not give up, okay? And I know nobody here is a quitter, okay? It's not about quitting. It's about surrendering, and learning the difference between those two is so very important. I think we're all in our own way learning that distinct difference between like when you feel like you want to give up, but you're like, okay, I need a minute. I need a minute. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna honor myself, because if I don't honor myself, I can't function. Right? Sometimes you got to get to that point. I know I've gotten to that point where it's like, it's so intense that you have to honor yourself and allow it to just like, okay, just take over. Just let it take over. And that is the universe taking over. That is letting go of our control dynamic. That is the healing process. Okay? So right now in particular, Mars being stationed to go direct, Mars' energy is super powerful. Even more powerful than before, because there are other astrological aspects going on as well. Okay, Mars' journey through Aries and with its squares to Jupiter and Saturn and Pluto are not over, my friends. But this Mars direct is going to be like finally breaking free. Like, yes, I believe I can fly. Like, that's what it's gonna fucking feel like, right? It's gonna be amazing. It's in here the next few days. Let's see here. I'm going to. Today is the 10th. All right. 12. So on the 13th. On the 13th of in 3 days, 1, 2, 3 days, we will be at Mars going direct. So the 3 days before, the 3 days after, or a week before, a week after, really, okay, this energy is pungent. You can taste it. You can feel it, right? It's fucking intense. So it's like suddenly now, like, and remember, we went through a Mercury retrograde on top of the Mars retrograde. That's what really just completely got into all the little nooks and crannies, especially because it was in Scorpio. Right? Scorpio's detective, getting in there in the consciousness, and nope, gotta bloop, 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 whatever blockages, physical, metaphysical, emotional, they're all connected. They're all coming up and coming out. And finally, we're like, okay, I got this issue, that issue, this issue. Now I have to go. Now I have to deal with this. Now I have to process this. And this is going to teach you a lesson. The question is how are you going to learn the lesson? Are you going to allow yourself to sit back and just observe and be like, okay, like it doesn't have to be a hard learned lesson. And I think a lot of us are conditioned, especially us Capricorns, you other Capricorns out there, we are stubborn AF. We're like, no, I want to know now. Right? So like, it's, we have to take a step back. We have to. It's part of the process. Like, all right, prize at the end of the line. It's going to be there. Okay. It's going to be here now. And I'm talking to myself too. Right? So yeah. Oh shit, I got a lot of Cappies up in here. Makes sense, right? So there's so with this Mars getting ready to go direct, when it goes direct, suddenly we're going to be like, okay, it's time to take action. It's time, like the things that we've been pondering and procrastinating on and thinking about, I don't know, and maybe, and what if, and I don't know, it's going to, okay, now I got to do this, now I got to do that, now, and then we're going to start to feel like, yeah, now I can get back to doing what I want to do and make shit happen and get going. Yeah, all right, life is moving. Now, this is also, what's up? We need more Kyle Bella. How you doing? Yes, I heard. So also we can apply this to what's going on in the world too. Okay. Everything that's going on in the world, a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. You can feel it in the collective unconsciousness. It's like a very like weird, like, I don't know what's going to happen kind of thing. What's up, Kelly? Love you, man. This whole, I don't know what's going to happen thing has been sitting there, and that affects everybody a little bit differently. Right. So when we're sitting there in that place, we have to learn to sit with it and not try to figure it out, not be the detective, just be like, okay, while everybody else, while all the pawns are rushing in and creating havoc and doing all this crap, let's take a step back, because there's stuff going on under the scenes. There's things that I don't know about. There's things that I'm feeling that are off, that are going to work themselves out. We don't have to do anything. Just let it play out. So a big part of this is allowing things to play out. Okay? Just let it play out. And as Mars moves, as Mars moves direct, we're going to start to see, and of course, we're going to start to really feel this later on in the month. But what's really exciting, okay, we have the Mars go direct, and then literally the next day, we're going to be having a new moon at 23 degrees of Scorpio. Now, last month, you don't get what? Last month, we had a new moon at 23 degrees. This month, we have a new moon at 23 degrees. And next month, we have an eclipse at 23 degrees. So, control is an issue for a Leo. Well, control is an issue for a lot of people. Believe me. It's all about facing that part of yourself within and allowing it to surrender. That's what we all need to learn how to do. Let it play out. Yeah, let the energy play out. So part of the process of approaching this energy, okay, is when something comes and you get into intuitive hit, or maybe you get like an emotional, like, fuck, I need to do something. I need to jump on this, right? A lot of this energy is like, oh, yep, let's go. No. Okay, because that's that cardinal energy that wants to jump. All right, Capricorn is a cardinal energy. Aries is a cardinal energy. We have, all those planets, that are cardinals. So we have this initial, like, we want to jump on it. We want to make something happen. We get an idea. We get a feeling. We hear this thing. We got to go to it. We got to make it happen. We got to go now. Right? Don't do that. This is all about observing and being present with the self and sit into it, right? So when you feel that feeling of like, oh, I got to get up and go and do this and do that, right? It's not necessary. We need to allow it to flow, all right? And the reason why there's so much exhaustion, okay, is because all this energy is hitting us. That's making us, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. Hey, let's do this. Hey, and now Mercury has just re-entered Scorpio again. It's going to be coming into its third opposition to Uranus. This is going to be bringing up more crazy, weird stuff in the mind too this week. Okay, so this is going to be a very potent week, okay, of a lot of stuff that's felt stagnant, right? Yes. So a lot of the stuff that has been feeling stagnant is just going to start to pop like in pockets, right? Just like, oh, here we go. Here's the answer. Here's the clarity. The problem is right now that it's a little confusing because it kind of feels like we want to go forward with something or some things, but we don't really know how. And we're trying to figure out how. And when you get caught up in the process of trying to figure out how to do whatever it is that you're trying to do, then you can go down that rabbit hole and then you completely lose sight of being present. Okay? So try not to get too caught up in the analysis paralysis or going into these places that are just creating really more questions than answers. All right. If you're going into a place where there's more questions than answers, then that is not the place that you want to go. You want peace. You want silence. You want serenity. You want stillness, because stillness is where the heart speaks. Right. So these three new moons at 23 degrees are significant. And I believe the last month, this month, and next month, full moons were all at 8 degrees as well. So let's talk about that. All right. So 23 numerologically is 5. What does 5 mean? Change. There is change in the air in so many ways on so many levels, baby. Okay. So that just reinforces the fact that these energies are just really purging out all the dense old energies that we no longer need. And Pluto playing a part in this, right? Pluto playing a part in this is so very intense and deep. And look, we've been excavating this whole year. So it's like, how much more excavation can we freaking do, right? We've gone so deep already. Well, we're digging into the next dimension. My friends, everyone that is on here, watching this, listening to me, and listening to content like this, we are being recalibrated for the 5th dimension, guys, okay? The real tipping point is going to be next month on December 21st, really between December 17th and December 21st. But really, this is a recalibration that we're going through, okay? And this week is massive. Now, I want to amplify this part of the message, that this new moon coming up and Mars going direct is going to be a very good thing. I think this new moon is probably the best new moon of the year. Out of all the new moons that we've seen, even the eclipses, this has some of the best aspects that I've seen in a long time. Hallelujah! Right? So on the 14th, we're going to be having here. I'm gonna pull it up on my my YouTube. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. I hate when that happens. Oh, damn it. Okay. So let's see here. I have it on here. Can I pull it up on my, where is my, here we go. Okay. If you guys are on YouTube, come check it out. I'll pull up the charts. Okay. So here we are. We have the sun and the moon and the stars all at 23 degrees. Okay. We have Jupiter now that has just passed Pluto, and Jupiter at 23 degrees and Pluto is at 22 degrees. This is amazing. All right. this is where, and this is sextile. So 8th house to 10th house. Okay. Basically, Scorpio rules the 8th house and Capricorn rules the 10th house. This is where the action is. And the sextile, you know, these planets are having sex, right? They're happy. You know, who's not happy when they're having sex? That's a scorpionic vibe, right? So this is really connecting. And with the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction right there, are you kidding me? This is opportunities coming out of fucking nowhere, right? This is, I mean, finding the love of your life. Where you at? This is, I mean, just digging deep and chicka bow wow. Yeah, love it. This is, I mean, finding like a collaborative person to, you know, get together with and create a new business. This is an incredible aspect. You can't get much better than this, actually. I mean, the sun sextile Jupiter is the second best aspect, right? You are the love of your life. I fucking love that. Hell yeah. I am the love of my life too. Hell yeah, right? And when two loves of our lives come together, then bam, who knows what can happen, right? That's what I'm talking about. Interdependency. That's what we are learning here. We are filtering and flushing away codependence and coming into interdependency, learning how to create trust, boundaries instead of walls, no more walls, creating healthy boundaries and allowing the people in our lives healthy and happy and actually want to be around and love it. Absolutely love it. Hell yeah. So good things coming. All right. And we also have the sun and the moon during this new moon trine over to Neptune, which is beautiful. Now, Neptune is slowing down because it's about to go direct here at the end of the month, I believe on the 29th, right? So with Neptune square the nodes, all right? This is the part that's confusing the fuck out of everybody, right? This is the part where media is creating illusions. This is the part where it's delusional. This is the part where like addictions and things like that can really come into play. This is the part where you may like, it's almost like this great thing can come in, but you have to still be centered. Do not get to like, oh yeah, let's go, let's do this. Like you meet someone, you're like, let's go get married. No, let's go have dinner first, right? Buy me dinner. Shit, slow down. All right, let's get to know each other a little bit, okay? This could also be like a gift that suddenly erupts within you. Like suddenly you really start to feel energy more, or you discover that you're really good at something new or something deeper, right? So this is big. This is a shift. So basically we've been going through all the darkness, the dark stuff, all the muddy crap, right? And 2 + 3 = 5. That shift, that change is shifting the narrative from the darkness to the light. And when we have the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction in December, that is really, because one is, considered a benefic, one is considered a malefic. A conjunction is a neutral position. They're just coming together. So it's a neutral position. But this is like the dawn of a new age of how we are, of how we be. And when it's 0 degrees of Aquarius, right? That is just like a freedom of self, a freedom of the mind, right? Opening up to new possibilities, new ideas, right? Coming together. Yes. What up, Rose? So this is where, like, big time, like, we're going to be having these understandings, epiphanies. Yes, this is what I want to do. These are the people I want around me. Just big hug. This is how I need to heal myself. This is the direction that I need to go to be able to take care of me. And me taking care of me is going to take care of everybody else too. That, like, we are done with the win-lose situations, which is what we've seen in the world for the entire age of Pisces, right? In order for me to win, you have to lose. That's bullshit, dude. We are coming into the age of the win-win. When I win, because I'm winning from my heart, I'm going to help you win, and you winning is going to help me win. That's how we win. It's a win-win. That mindset, That is what's coming into play. That is where we're going. That is where it's at. That is the future. Okay? So be ready and be prepared. The whole question of who am I? Where am I going in life? What am I going to do? Okay? If you haven't checked out my new moon video, please go check that out on my YouTube. I have it up there. I posted it like 5 days ago. And feel free to check out my monthly November video as well, right? Me is just we upside down. I love that. That's beautiful. All right. So let me bring it back. Bring it back. All right. Neptune going direct, then it's Uranus that don't go direct till, Uranus does not go direct until next year. Chiron will be going direct pretty soon too. Okay. I feel like I've been the most tired ever this year. Well, look, the tired, the exhaustion, looking at some of these comments, hilarious. So I've been exhausted too. Okay, Uranus represents the central nervous system, and there's been a lot of Uranian activation going on lately. And with this Uranus activation, of course, with all the uncertainty going on in the world too, that's been playing a part. That kind of phrase the system. It makes it like, automatically on edge. That's why so many people are reaching out to seek out these like alternative modalities of healing, right? Of biohacking measures so that you can stay healthy. Look, fuck this whole situation in the world going on. I know you guys, you know what I'm talking about, because it's a complete scam. It's complete bullshit, right? I mean, if you don't see that by now, then you need to buy some glasses, because it's painfully obvious. And all the systems in the world are completely fucked. Okay. We are waking up to seeing that things need to change in the healthcare system, the real estate system, the government, that every system in the world out there. Right. So this is where alternative modalities are starting to become the new norm, right? Even insurance companies are starting to accept these things little by little. Right. But really, people are starting to really understand the importance and the advantage of having good preventative maintenance practices, anti-aging practices, taking care of the health of the self. So if you guys live in Vegas, I definitely highly recommend you guys go check out LV Holistic Health. Those guys are amazing. And I'm working with them closely on some projects that are boggling my mind. And I've been doing this biohacking stuff for quite some time, and it's pretty fascinating. So this week on the 13th, which is Friday, on Friday, we have Mars going direct at 15 degrees. Now, at this time, the Jupiter has already passed over Pluto, right? So now, whatever lessons we learned from that is starting to push forward. It's moving forward. And now we have Mars getting ready to come back online, so to speak, right? We have Mercury coming into its opposition again to Uranus for the third and final time. So this may bring in some very, very big communication. Excuse me. Something very important and unexpected may come through. Could get a call from someone wow, where the hell did that come from, right? What does it mean when Mars goes direct? So when Mars goes retrograde, it means that the divine masculine energy of going out into the world, making things happen, the structure, the process, everything that has to do with divine masculine, it goes within, right? So we've been internalizing our masculine energies for the last 2 months. Now on the 14th, we're going to be bringing it back out. It's like it went through a power wash. Okay, now it's coming back out, and now it's time to take all this higher vibrational divine masculine energy. So earlier in the year, we went through our Venus retrograde, right, which was the divine feminine power wash. now we're coming to the end of the Divine Masculine power wash. And as that moves forward, it's still going to square Pluto, I believe, on the 14th or 15th, right around the eclipse next month, which is going to be holy shit intense, of course. This month and next month is no joke. There's just so much going on. It's absolutely crazy. But it's working for us to grow, right? To move. We're moving energy. It's been sitting there sort of static for a while, and now it's starting to move. And now we're going to start to see the results of all the internal work that we've been doing, whether you've been aware of it or not. Okay, if you've been super exhausted, the energy is going to start to kick back in. Thank God, right? So that's beautiful. Hell yeah. So let's see here. On the 15th, we have the moon moving into Sagittarius, and now Jupiter is moving now towards its Saturn. Okay, so once the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction separates, then the energy of the Jupiter and Saturn once again is going to start to blossom. Now we're probably going to be feeling that energy here about the whole month of December, even into January. Okay. But this is, guys, these aspects, this is where magic happens, whether internally or externally. So this could be where you break an addiction. This can be where you find the love of your life. This can be where you heal an autoimmune disease. This can be where you completely change your life and get custody of your child. Okay. This can be literally anything. This is the universe giving gifts because you've done the work. And I know, because you guys are watching this, that you guys are doing the work. So I applaud you. Good job. Good work. It's been an intense road this last couple months. So keep up that good work and stay focused on you. Remember, this is all about opening the heart chakra. Okay? As we open our hearts, all the pain, all the vulnerability, all the suffering and shit that we went through when we were kids has to come up and be felt. So when you're growing, when you're going through this dark night of the soul, and when you're going through all this crap, okay, this is where it's been difficult. All right, it's been overwhelming even. All right, because we need to raise our vibration, and as the vibration raises, we feel this stuff, but it leaves. It comes up, it comes through, and it just leaves. And then suddenly we have an epiphany, an aha moment. And that aha moment is what we've learned from that feeling that was stuck inside of us. And that feeling that's stuck inside of us can be stuck in our tissue. Okay? I know that a lot of the stuff that's been going on with my back has to do with my situation with my daughter. Okay? And I've been learning so much, and I'm so grateful to, be able to be open-minded enough to really learn the lessons and to allow myself to be humbled, to realize that the more I know, the more I realize I don't know shit. Okay? Because really, the more you come to know, there really is nothing there. Like, yes, absolutely. Thank you. So effing zen. Love ya. So if you are still experiencing things that are stressing you out, okay, if those things are still in your life, those are trying to teach you a lesson. And once the lesson is learned, they will go away. All right? I've been a hermit this last month or so because I've been changing and shifting, right? So stressors are coming from all different angles, guys. And especially Jupiter-Pluto conjunction is accessing and activating the deepest level of stress that is in our consciousness. It's scraping the edges of the cells, literally, okay? It's getting rid of all that gunk and all that crap that has not been accessed before. That's why it hurts so bad. That's why it feels like crap, okay? But it's important to remember that this is the work, okay? Anybody that's been through a dark night of the soul, I'm sure we all have, okay, we've been through multiple, okay? It's time to take all that knowledge and put it into this and just fuck, man, I remember, I don't ever want to feel like this again. or like, I'm so sick of being sick and tired. You know what? I hear you. A lot of people are. Surrender to it. Okay, whatever it is that you normally do, like what is like for me, I know I hold on to my physical appearance. I love feeling and looking jacked and shredded. Okay, like, and when I'm not, I feel like this big. Right now, I'm just like a normal human being, right? I at least I feel that way. Okay, I'm detoxing. I'm opening up. I'm having to do a lot of yoga, and so I also like I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? Just eat donuts and ho-hos all day long? No. I'm gonna eat healthy. I'm gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna detox. I'm gonna do yoga. I'm gonna relax, and I'm gonna learn to be okay with feeling this way. Okay, because we all have a period of time where we have to be okay with doing that. My son wants you to say his name, Preston. What's up, Preston? How you doing, buddy? Thank you, Trinity. I appreciate you. So this week, now we go into the 16th, and now Mars is still basically stationed. Okay, Mars is going to be moving very slowly, but now it's direct. So now, once it goes direct, you're going to feel this like, okay, suddenly you're going to want to get up earlier. You're going to make things happen. All right, and just let's go do this. Right. So, allow it to unfold. And on the 16th, we will have Mercury at 7 degrees. Uranus at 8 degrees retrograde. So now that Mercury is direct, it went past it once. Okay. Yeah, awesome, Mama Jody. I'm so happy about that. All right. Then it went retrograde. Then something happened. All right. Now it's going direct. Now we're going to learn from whatever that was, and that's going to depend on what house is in your chart. Right. So Mars going direct is going to bring this natural energy that's going to bring us like this tractor beam is going to pull us forward into what we want. All right. And another beautiful thing is on the 16th, we have Venus in its home sign of Libra, now trining over the north node and sextile the south node with the moon at the south node. So this is beautiful. Yeah. All right. Now, I just want to just remember, guys, okay? And actually, there is a Uranus and Black Moon Lilith is sort of hanging around Uranus here in Taurus. So this sort of brings in this there's this feeling of like, I just want to get freaky, right? And of course, when Mars goes direct, it's gonna be like, let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that, you're staying centered. Whatever it is, whatever impulses that come in, it's all about taking that impulse and learning to control within yourself. You can't control anything that's outside, right? You can only control what's within. So it's about learning to control what's within and not have to go into the impulsive, like, let's go jump off a cliff, right? And that's it. Kim, you want me to take you with me to yoga? I've been doing it at my house. You can come over and do it with me at my house. Mars has me annoyed. Well, Mars has everybody annoyed right now. I mean, look at the world, right? The frustration, the irritation. Look at the polls with the election, okay? And this is all on par with all this stuff going on, guys. I'm telling you, things are going to go to the courts, and we still have a lot of very powerful and unprecedented aspects that are coming up. So there's not going to be anything that's going to be solidified probably until about the end of the year. Okay. And it's going to be a fucking shocker. Nobody's going to expect. There's going to be stuff coming out nobody's going to expect. Just like happening, like, wow, what is this stuff? Oh my God, all day. Right. So don't put your party hats on for that shit, right? Just quite yet. Okay. Because things are going to change. Things are going to do twists and turns for the next few weeks. You just watch it. You'll see. Okay. So blue flame integration. I'm tired of being the mediator between those two kids, Venus and Mars. Well, that's trying to teach you something. All right. The Venus and Mars energies, they're supposed to get along. If they're not getting along, that means that you have the shadow side of Mars and the shadow side of Venus. So what are those shadow sides? Well, the shadow side of Mars is narcissism. It is stubbornness. It's frustration, irritation, not listening. And if you're trying to teach something while not listening, then what are you doing? And also, don't forget that if there's an issue there, if there's a problem, you are part of it. I always go into a situation saying like, okay, if there's a problem in my life, I'm feeding it. So what am I doing to perpetuate the situation? I take a step back and I observe my own actions, my own thoughts, my own feelings, and I see, okay, what am I doing? What do I have to learn in this situation to create this outcome? And I'm creating an outcome that I don't want, so I have to shift my own energy in order to create an outcome that I do want. And sometimes it takes some deep digging, guys. But you know what? And we have to identify the shadow side of the energy. So what is the shadow side of Venus? Well, the shadow side of Venus is being disconnected, being cut off. Like, I'm not going to nurture you. I'm not going to nurture myself, right? Thank you, Serena. I appreciate that. So you have a shadow side Venus is all about having a closed heart, right? And shut down to your sexuality too, right? Uranus is all about sexuality. So the Uranian energy is activating this sexual Kundalini energy in us all. We have to embrace it. And if our bodies are hurting, it means that there is a serious emotional blockage in our body, and we have to, address that and look at it and acknowledge it and be like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to learn. So this is where I'm at. It is what it is. All right. So be okay with it. And being an Aries sun, Libra rising, Capricorn moon, Saturn is not nice. Saturn is not nice if you're living in the shadow of it. Yes, true. So that means that Saturn is teaching you a lesson. So blue flame integration. What is a lesson that you need to learn from Saturn? And Saturn, trust me, I'm a Capricorn sun. Okay, Saturn's taught me, and my Saturn is conjunct my North Node. So I get karmic shit a lot. Okay, hormones and Saturn. Okay, well, there's also I got to be honest with you, hon. I'm feeling excuses going on here. Okay, so take responsibility. What lesson have I not learned and why? What am I pouting about? Okay, stop the resistance, accept it, and move through it. You can do this. You got this. All right? Proud of you. All right. So this week is going to be very transformative. The beginning of the week is going to start with still feeling that stuckness, Stucky McStuckerson. But as we move forward throughout the week, we're going to find this new level of inspiration, this new level of motivation, this new level of let's get it going, this new level of let's make it happen, this new level of clarity, all right, I know what I got to do. I know what I want. Let's make it happen. Okay? So, yeah. Accountability, baby. Damn right. So also, I want to let you guys know and remind you that this Friday for the Opportunity Community Zoom meeting at 1 p.m. Pacific, we are having my man, the Peace Dealer, on to talk about the 2021 energies and to do my personal solar return chart so all you guys can see it. All right? It's going to be interesting. So I urge you guys, it's going to be hilarious because Mike is a freaking riot. All right? So if you would like to become a part of the Opportunity Community, go to my website, spiritualbodybuilder.com, all right, and just sign up. It's right there on the front page. So yes, it's going to be an exciting one. You don't want to miss it. And, check out the 4-week transformational protocol. So much good shit in there. And if you would like a reading from me, are you still only using PayPal? Well, I have PayPal on my website, but yeah, message me directly, Mama Jody, and I will work with you if you need to do it a different way. Okay. So Robin, thank you. I love you. And all you guys out there, thank you so much for supporting my channel and for tuning in and for checking me out. Please, if you resonate with this message, share it with all your peeps, subscribe. If you'd like to get a reading from me, you can go to my website. The link is in my bio on Instagram in the description box below, and YouTube. I always get tongue twisted on that one. Thank you guys so much for jumping in. It's because of you guys that I do this, and I love you guys. Serena, I love you too. Thank you. Just thank you from the bottom of my heart. All right. Have a great week. This is going to be a very transformative week, a very intense week. And we're going to be seeing a lot of beautiful things happening. I think we're going to really start to see a lot of positive things happen from all the hard work that we've doing. So thank you for doing the work too so much. It's because of you doing the work within that we're all shifting the collective consciousness. So I can't thank you guys enough. All right. Join the opportunity community. Let's make this shit happen. Let's get it popping, baby. I love you all. Have a beautiful